Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambeau channel. Do you want to be XRP rich? Do you? I sure as hell do. That'd be nice. It'd be nice to make a bunch of money from XRP. I've been at this for a little bit. I first started purchasing XRP November 2017, and the vast majority of the time that I've held it and accumulated, it's been down or trading sideways. It's not until very recently that I can be like, yeah, I'm up substantially. It's a good feeling. It is a good feeling here. But here's the reality of all of this. Like, we're riding a wave, and a tremendous bubble is going to form surrounding XRP. And you know, the truth of the matter is that you're going to see this happen with the entire crypto asset class. This is what happened during the last market cycle. Humans are behaving the same. Every single cryptocurrency is going to go through this, at least the mid and large cap coins. Because I've looked through hand by hand every single one of them. Now, and so I feel confident. As far as the small cap coins, what happened last market cycle, there's so many thousands. Admittedly, I didn't pick through every single one of them, but just in a general sense, yeah, of course, the low cap coins, they went along for the ride too, and they had some tremendous returns. A lot of them, just horrendous ideas in terms of should they exist. But that's not what this is about. In terms of crypto, in 2021, it's not about what problems are we solving for the speculators. The speculators will just throw their money into any stupid old thing, acting like lemmings, FOMOing into stuff and panic selling. And so it's important to understand this. If you're an XRP and you want to make a substantial amount of money from that, it's worth being aware of how humans are behaving here. And look, I don't have a financial background. I'm not offering financial advice, and so you should not buy or sell because of anything I say or write. I'm just sharing my opinion because it's fun to talk about this stuff. And so as an enthusiast, I make YouTube videos. It's purely for fun, though. Nothing professional about it. And that is all that it is. I just want to be clear about it. But what got me thinking along these lines was this article from the Daily Hodl, titled, Cardano creator Charles Hoskinson says Dogecoin bubble will collapse, bring massive losses to retail traders. And so I don't know about you guys, but I want a massive bubble around XRP to form. I do. Like, to some people, bubble is a dirty word, and I say no, it's not. It's just part of market cycles, no matter what asset class. There have been bubbles. There have been bubbles in retail. There's been bubbles in precious metals. There's been bubbles in the stock market. Been bubbles in crypto. You know, just because there's a bubble surrounding something, that is not a sign in and of itself that it's something that is going to pop and then go to zero and stay at zero forever. That's not what a bubble means. It can mean that. You can think about tulip mania. That was a bubble that formed when people were valuing tulip bulbs at outrageous prices. If you've not heard of it, just Google tulip mania. It's a real thing from hundreds of years ago. It's idiotic. So some things are bubbles that end up going to zero as they should, but in general, in markets, they just occur naturally. Right? And then markets correct. And so, to me, it's not some sort of dirty concept. It's this idea of XRP forming a bubble and then ultimately popping, because even though I care about utility, and maybe you do too if you're here, retail speculators just don't give a damn. In 2020, hate to say it, they don't care. They're looking, this is all a money grab. Money starts at the top, getting invested into Bitcoin, and then it goes into large cap coins. And then once those pump, then it goes into mid cap coins. When those pump, it goes into small cap coins. And then it's rinse and repeat back into Bitcoin, or some of it goes off into United States dollars, or pick your fiat currency of choice. It's off on the sidelines. That's what happens in a general sense. And there are exceptions to that, but that is how money tends to flow. That's my firm belief. So you're going to end up with a massive freaking bubble here. And that's why it's funny going through this article, and I do want to run through this. It was interesting because, look, Charles Hoskinson seems like a really brilliant guy, and I do genuinely mean that. And he also, by the way, just a side note, not that I'm going to talk about this in the video, but he's acknowledged that XRP is not a security of Ripple. Like, he's spoken publicly about that. He seems to get it. He seems to think rather logically. But he's, out of 8,000 cryptocurrencies, he's basically picking on one coin and saying it's going to go to zero. And that doesn't compute to me. And then I'm going to share with you a few reasons why. But check this out. This is how the article begins. Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson is sounding off on the Dogecoin mania as the meme cryptocurrency skyrockets into the top 7 crypto assets by market cap. This week, Doge has been on a tear, increasing in price by 522% in just the past 7 days and 118% in the past 24 hours. Check this out. This is amazing to me. This is how nuts crypto is, and you've got to love this, though. Because, look, to be clear, I want volatility. Volatility is what makes these asymmetrical gains in crypto relative to other asset classes. It's what makes it possible, the extreme volatility. And fine, we don't like it when it's to the downside, but you take the good with the bad. And the volatility is what we want if we're in crypto. Just imagine, if there were no volatility and you invested in something, the price wouldn't move. It would stay exactly where you wanted it. And so, given that I don't act like the typical retail speculator, I've joked in the past that if it was just a world full of nothing but moon Lambos, me specifically, just duplicates of me the world over speculating, then the prices wouldn't move on anything. Because I don't respond emotionally. Like, that's what the typical human does. That's what makes all of this possible. That's what makes the volatility, a thing in crypto or stocks, or pick your asset class. That's what it is. It's all emotionally based. It's the buying and selling. It's psychological. And so here you go with Dogecoin. The asset has rallied 10,650% on the year from 0.004 cents. That's less than half a penny. In January, to an all-time high of 43 cents, it has entered the mainstream, garnering attention and support from Tesla CEO Elon Musk and billionaire entrepreneur Mark Cuban. Although Dogecoin entered the crypto world as a joke, Hoskinson warns that as the asset's price takes off into the stratosphere, a bubble is no doubt forming that will cause many individuals to lose an alarming amount of money very quickly. Now, to be clear, I agree with that statement. I don't have beef with that statement, but let me go a little bit further, because I do believe that tons of people are going to lose money. But check this out. Here's a quote from him. Doge has always been, for our industry, kind of an inside joke, a pet rock, a fun, lighthearted thing. It just seems to be always around, but is something, for the most part, we have never taken seriously. Recently, due to the efforts of Elon Musk principally and market manipulation by clever whales, Doge has become stratospheric and has become a haven for new entrants into the cryptocurrency space. Let's be very clear. This is a bubble. The price of Doge is not sustainable. It's going to collapse, and a massive amount of retail money is going to be lost very quickly. Now, look, and so this is why I was citing, and I want to say it again one more time. I agree with that. But what he doesn't cite in any of this is that it's true of the entire crypto asset class. It's true of Bitcoin. It's true of Dogecoin. Without this volatility, like the people that made a fortune, without humans acting this irrationally, those that were aware of this human behavior that planted themselves before the big move up, they wouldn't have had the opportunity, right? And so to me, the volatility is absolutely fantastic. That's why I planted myself in XRP when everybody said that it was a crap coin and going to zero. That's what I did. I spent years buying it. And it's a similar concept for pick your crypto here, right? And so what I don't see being acknowledged is that every other cryptocurrency is also in the process of forming a bubble and will ultimately pop, including Bitcoin. And this guy, again, founder of Cardano cryptocurrency, ADA, which I own, by the way. But yeah, nothing against it whatsoever. And the bubbles forming around that, and it's going to pop too, and it's going to crash 70 or 80 or 90% or whatever the percentage is. It's going to be a massive correction when this portion of the bull cycle it just completely ends. And so is he going to say that about his own cryptocurrency? No, I don't think so. I'll say it about XRP. XRP is going to crash too, absolutely. And this isn't me being disparaging about XRP. You know I'm Mr. XRP bull, both from a fundamental analysis as well as a technical analysis. I'm bullish on both. When I say fundamental analysis, though, that's like for the long haul, but I'm acknowledging that people right now don't care. And so XRP, through no fault of its own, it's going to move up with the rest of the market, including Bitcoin, which led it, including Dogecoin, including Cardano. It's going to be worth, who knows what the stratospheric price is. So the opportunity's there. I'm still saying, like, I believe XRP is going to be worth a fortune even this market cycle. I really firmly do. And I could be wrong, fine. And if I am, then I deserve to lose everything, perhaps. That's fine, which could happen. It's risky investing. I got it. But I feel highly confident. And so I think that XRP is going to be worth a fortune, and then the bubble will form. I'll sell along the way, and it's going to pop too. And it's going to absolutely crater just like it did last time. And Bitcoin's going to as well. And so I just, you see stuff like this, and that's why, again, nothing against Charles Hoskinson here, and he is right about Dogecoin, but would he say that about his own cryptocurrency? I don't think so. Now, I'm being intellectually honest, which is why this channel, I've always said, like, this channel, it's not going to be all like sunshine and lollipops and ice cream and puppies all the time. I'm going to shoot straight with you, okay? Because if there's something bad, about Ripple or XRP, I'm going to share it. I have. I've said all that. I've covered all the negative stuff. I'm not afraid to touch anything. I'm just going to give you my own intellectual, honest opinion, because I'm not ideologically driven. I just want to go where the opportunity is. If I think there's no opportunity in XRP, well, fine. I'll find something else. I'll find something else to invest in. It's not a problem. I mean, I have invested in other stuff, but I'm just saying. So this is not a problem for me. And so I'm happy to acknowledge that this is what's going on. And I'm happy because I love the volatility. I want the bubble to inflate, because if it doesn't, there's less opportunity. I want a big ass mofo bubble. I want it to be big AF. Seriously. I really do. I want it to be as big as could possibly be. Because that means when it gets there, I can sell, I'm not going to be able to magically sell the top. No one's that gifted. But I'll sell on the way up and be able to make tremendous profit. I would love for that to happen. That's my bet. I do believe it's going to happen. And then it is going to pop, though. And so I'm not going to sit here and tell you that your XRP won't, after that, have some massive correction. Can we just be honest, intellectually honest here? I'm going to be. So that's the way that I look at all this. But again, that's what we want. If you want to get rich off of XRP, this is exactly what you want. And you know that if it goes up that quickly and that parabolically, because look, we don't want to wait years for this to happen from this point. We want it to go quickly. If it goes quickly, it's going to look that much more like a bubble on a chart. And so if that is what we want to happen, then we better recognize that structurally, that is a bubble. It just is. And I don't mind that one freaking bit here. So anyway, I just thought it was fun to talk about. And by the way, I talked, it's funny. I'll briefly share this tweet, because I did cover this in a video just yesterday. But for those of you that missed it, it'll be worth knowing. Then I'll wrap up here. This is Alex Saunders, who has 96,700 followers on Twitter. Very well known in the world of crypto. Does not like Ripple, does not like XRP. And he put out this tweet just the other day. Dumb money is after cheap coins with any narrative to get rich quick, i.e. Dogecoin. I'm not a fan of XRP's fundamentals, but dumb money doesn't care about fundamentals. So, by the way, that's you and me. We're dumb money. We don't care, right? Look, and so that's why, I didn't acknowledge there's lots of dumb money in this space, but it's true not just of XRP, it's true of his beloved Bitcoin and everything else. There's all sorts of dumb money out there. Now, if you want to talk about actual fundamentals, though, XRP has them in spades. It's practically free to transact. It's lightning fast without the Lightning Network, and it uses almost no energy. It's also being used in enterprise-grade software. As a bridge currency. It's also being used to stream money in real time as a third form of web monetization via Coil's platform. And there's all sorts of other use cases, right? And so the fundamentals are incredibly strong. Almost no crypto is used for anything, and here you have XRP being used for all sorts of things. It's astonishing. And still you get naysayers like Alex Saunders for ideological reasons, I suppose, I don't know what else it could be, that pretend that what is reality is not reality. And he then wrote, so it's that one time every 4 years when I say XRP has a good chance to pump the hardest this weekend. Look, these crypto markets, we've got 12 years of history. They happen every 4 years. Bubbles form and then they pop, but the cycle is, it's a 4-year-long cycle, roughly. And he's pretending like it's just XRP. Oh, it's good once every 4 years. No, this is the market cycle for the entire crypto asset class. This is so disingenuous. He can't believe this. He can't. And that's why it's like, and if he does, we need to have a talk. But if he doesn't, then he's just being disingenuous. Either way, it's bad. It's bad. So nothing against him personally, but this is a bad take. This is a really bad take. And I don't know who he thinks he's tricking. Maybe he is tricking some people that don't know better. He's probably mostly just preaching to his Bitcoin maximalist audience. I suppose that's a thing. Outside of that, though, it just don't make no damn sense to moon Lambo here. But look, I want this to happen. I want us all to make a bunch of money here. If you want to be XRP rich, you better want this. You better understand this is what's going on, and you better be in tune with reality, because the bubble will pop. And those that don't recognize that, they stand to lose a ton of money in XRP if they don't get that when a bubble pops, it pops. Like, you better be aware of chart formations and what that looks like, because otherwise you could hold it into the bear market, and if you have a long enough time horizon, maybe it doesn't matter. As long as XRP continues to be adopted, there will be another crypto market cycle. And XRP does look good fundamentally, so at some point people will sufficiently care about fundamentals. They just don't to this point. But that may mean, like, if you hold it on the way down, you may need to wait another four plus years potentially. Which for some people is just fine, For me, I plan on selling, if not all of my XRP, the vast majority of it on the way up. I'm hoping it pans out that way, but I acknowledge this is going to be messy. And I personally have not set sell targets based on price or timeline. I'm setting them based on market structure. And I don't know. So again, I don't know how high this is going to go. A lot of it will have to do with how high does Bitcoin go. So there's a lot of moving parts here, and I'm not going to have the answer until I'm in the moment. So it can't be based off of I'm going to sell at so-and-so price and so at so-and-so time, because I don't know how big the bubble's going to form. And again, you got to see how Bitcoin behaves. So hopefully absolutely freaking gigantic. That's what I'm hoping for, because that will mean that there is an insane amount of opportunity. And I'm optimistic for that. I'm really optimistic for the bubble. Bubble's not a dirty word. You should want a bubble if you want to make a bunch of money off of XRP sooner than later. That's what I think anyway. If you think I'm wrong, yeah, you know me. I love diversity of thoughts. We don't have to be enemies if we believe something different on this topic or any topic. We can still be super duper best friends. So if you think I got this wrong, or you got something to add or whatever, got a whole different take, feel free to drop a comment below. I do love hearing from all of you. It's fun talking about this stuff, but I will wrap up here. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.